In our previous episode, we'd left out of Lolo, Montana, and headed out over Lolo Pass, and started the historic Lolo Trail, where we have already encountered some significant challenges. Little did we know, the Lolo has lots more in store for us. This is where the story is about to get really interesting. I really enjoy my morning routine. Up before everyone else, making my coffee, enjoying the sunrise and the scenery. My movements get everyone else going, so soon, breakfast.
Do you think that we will make it the other half of this particular section?
No.
No?
No, we have close to 80 miles, and 80 miles is a big day for us.
That is a big day.
Unless half of it's paved.
Unless half of it's paved. At least half of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I would not expect the rest of this 100 miles to be any different than what we've already experienced. In fact, we have more shelf roads today.
Your favorite.
Yay!
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Mm-hmm. You have been doing very well. You haven't gotten out and walked any more than you wanted to record.
Today will be the test, because some of those shelf roads are going to be on the passenger side.
We had a little bit of shelf road on the passenger side. I remember because you said, wait, we just transitioned from the shelf road being on your side to my side. Slow down.
Not like this.
That little bit yesterday was...
We were high up.
See, I don't even notice the high uppedness. I only notice the narrowness.
I really noticed it after at one point I'd gotten out and filmed, and I walked over to the edge so I could kind of film the landscape.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked down, and it was like 200 or 300 foot of rock face. Mm-hmm. And then from there it was steep all the way down to the bottom. I'm guessing probably close to 1,000 feet.
Don't look down.
Yeah.
Don't look down. I did my trick yesterday, though. There was one point where I started feeling some anxiety, and I just shifted my focus over here to the passing brush and rocks and stuff, and I just kind of I don't know, I just did this thing in my mind where I'm just I'm feeling the ground. I'm feeling the ground. Mm-hmm. You are on the ground, you are safe, you're not going anywhere, and and it passed.
Yep.
And then I looked up and looked over to the left again, and it came right back. So I just went the rest of the way up the hill looking over here. Yep. And that was about the point when I looked up and I was like, oh shit, there's somebody coming at us.
A full-size truck, as a matter of fact.
Now we're going to figure out how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He also whistles. He kind of whistles. He makes a noise when he's concentrating on looking off to the side.
I didn't even know.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if doing I do the grounding hum at times throughout the day. You know what it is. You probably just don't know, like, that's what I would describe it as when I go, Or sometimes, like, when I'm hugging you, it's like a sigh hum kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of brings my, if I'm amping up, it kind of just brings it down a few degrees.
Yeah.
Because it brings me back into my body. I feel the vibration of the hum,
Well, I definitely know, and, yesterday was really paying attention to how the anxiety builds on itself. Mm-hmm. And if you don't interrupt that build, it just gets worse and worse until it turns into a panic attack.
Right.
And so that's what I figured out is when I start feeling that anxiety,
to interrupt it.
Mm-hmm. To stop, look down at the ground, and...
Do you practice breathing from your diaphragm?
I just practice breathing.
Because that's the other thing, that when we are feeling anxious, we have a tendency to breathe in our upper chest. Uh-huh. And that actually then sends the stress signal back to the brain on repeat.
Actually, I think I do usually, I don't necessarily focus on breathing from the diaphragm, but I do this, like, deep cleansing, like, take a deep breath, let it out slowly.
Right.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Because that helps bring down the adrenaline and cortisol.
Yep.
Right.
So that you don't get in that endless loop.
Yeah. Because, we were on some roads yesterday where I would have walked the whole damn thing.
Oh yeah,
it was very narrow in several places, and off camber and very rough. And not extreme off camber, but more the ruts kind of made us off camber. Mm-hmm. So then, if I was trying to avoid the rough ride, I was driving right on the edge, or we had rough riding and felt slightly off camber. Mm-hmm. It was making a choice between the two, which was the less of two evils.
there were a couple of narrow, but still, Northern Washington takes the cake on narrow for me.
You think so?
Far. Yeah.
You think that last little bit of this road was
I think these are starting to rival that. I mean, they're...
Yeah, we've had some spaces that rival that, but I feel like Northern Washington had miles of narrow.
Really?
Yeah. I felt like that...
This.
You walked a lot of it, honey. With that one really big hill.
I remember the one really big hill.
Because you were driving, and then you got out, and then you said... I want to try drive, or no, I started driving and we went around the corner and you're like, this, I am not ready for this yet this morning, and got out and walked.
Note to self, bleep that.
Sorry, you did say that. You were like, I'm not ready for this yet, and got out and walked up a very large portion of.
And it was steep.
It was very steep.
I remember. In fact, what happened was I walked up there, filmed you guys going around that corner, and then looked up and it was still really narrow, and I'm like, I don't have enough gas in the tank to walk any further. I'm going to have to just suck it up and ride.
And that's what he said when he found the van. He's like, well, I guess exhaustion's a good way to get me to ride up these hills.
That's true.
Because it was hot too.
It was. It was hot.
It was hot, and that road was gnarly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yes, yesterday didn't feel as narrow as it is until that F-250 Tremor was coming at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I was over, and we were slightly on the hill, I
parked in the middle of the road.
Well, because
a narrow little one-track road.
But he probably hadn't seen another human all day, so why not park in the middle?
I saw dozens of humans. It's actually a little scary how many people I've seen on this road. That means we're going to run into more of them.
I did not feel
to pick
like
huckleberries.
He was going to... she was on the steepest hill ever picking huckleberries. Mm-hmm. I would not have even ever stepped out there to get them.
I would have needed something. These are so loose.
Oh,
even when we were picking
even my hiking boots.
I would need hiking boots. Yeah, because
she was on this cliff like this, and she
smiling.
Yes.
obviously she loves Huckleberry.
She was very happy.
And
She
her
was?
husband loves her enough to
bring
drive her
out.
up here.
He didn't look. He was when we guided him by us. He was.
He looked white as a sheet.
He was a little scared. He's like,
Well, I didn't think that it looked like it was wide enough for him to get past me.
Well, his passenger tires were about this far from the edge.
Yeah.
He had
I mean-
plenty of room.
Right, but they were close enough to the edge that, I mean,
It wouldn't take much to.
yeah.
And ground moves all the time.
Well, not that much.
This is something that I'm coming because this is one of my fears is that you're clinging to the side of this steep hill on this narrow little road. Like, what's holding that road up?
Oh,
And-
if you look sometimes though, they've built up like
Well, and
caged shelves of stone.
that's not more reassuring. That whole cage could just slide right down the hill.
Oh, see, I find that much more reassuring than if it's a natural shelf where rocks are coming down here on the high side, because that means rocks are coming down on that side too. I'd rather see down there that men
engineered the
men
road.
have engineered some things to make it stay
This
put.
is kind of starting to build my anxiety.
Oh, sorry. Let's stop talking about it. Wait, sorry.
What I was saying. Like one of the things that I have been doing. So one of the things that gives me anxiety is when I see washouts.
Yes.
Like we ran through a couple of them yesterday where the water's running down the road and it runs off that edge and literally there's a channel this wide and this deep right at the edge of the road, and it's like, if that's all it takes to make the road go away, what's holding this up here? And so
Well, like where
so
the
what
road
I've started
was graded.
focusing on is look at all of the vegetation that is growing alongside of that road.
Oh, good point. Because that's taken a lot of years for that vegetation.
Right. So
Plus, the roots hold it down.
Well, I don't know if grassroots are going to hold much, but accumulatively, that's part of what's holding that road together. I think my problem is it dawned on me yesterday. We had gone through, it was a paved section of the road. No, it was the day before yesterday. We were driving on that paved part coming out of Magruder. And there was whole entire sections of the road that had just dropped.
Yeah.
I think that's where my anxiety comes from, because in my life of traveling all over the highways and roads all over, and these are paved roads, these are improved roads, where you see these sections of road that are the grade is dropped. It's like, what's to stop this gravel road from doing that while you're driving on it?
I think if you were driving it in heavy rains, I would be more nervous driving the shelf roads in a heavy rain. Where mudslides become
more real. The ground becomes slicker.
I've been trying to figure out where this anxiety has come from, because it's never bothered me before.
You never drove
Not to
shelf
this
roads.
degree.
Huh?
Not to this kind of degree.
Not to this kind of degree.
I mean, he's always
Like 10 years ago, you could have driven shelf roads?
Yeah.
Well, here's a little thing. Anxiety only gets worse as we age if we don't take action.
Boy, I believe that.
that a child that's a little anxious will become an adult who's unbelievably anxious if they don't take action to redirect their brain and teach their brain to not fall into it.
Yeah. I know you've told me that before.
Yep. And I've seen it.
So,
All right.
should we go tackle some more shelf roads?
yes.
Right after dishes.
Right after dishes.
We've procrastinated long enough on the dishes.
And the cup holders that we had were really wide, and you couldn't.
Right,
They wouldn't hold the coffee cups. No. So we actually put stuff in them to make them hold the cups. We got the foamy stuff and.
gotta come over here. There's a big ugly bug. It has a really interesting pattern on its carapace. And I was just using the bathroom next to it. But I didn't know it was there. Otherwise it might have scared the poop out of me.
Is that a cicada?
I don't know what cicadas look like, actually.
We don't have enough of a signal to find out.
No. Well, and cicadas don't like living where it's cold.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's icky. It would have scared the poop out of me, too.
Yeah. Isn't it cool? Look how long its antennas are.
It almost looks like some kind of a cricket.
Yeah, it does, because it's got like the,
where'd it go?
You know, the whatever you call it, the like seams in its shell.
Well, it's got the long antenna.
I'm perplexed as to what kind of insect this is. I mean, obviously it's a cricket. Google image search seems to indicate that it is some kind of camel cricket, but when I search for more information on camel crickets, there are some distinct differences. This one has longer, more robust front legs, and along with shorter hind legs, seems to make it unique and unusual in cricket species. If you know what insect this is, please tell us in the comments. The Lolo Trail follows along the Nimi Poo Trail, which is a trail with much history. For centuries, it was the primary route that the Nez Perce Indians used to navigate from what is currently eastern Oregon and Washington through the mountains to access the buffalo herds in the Great Plains. It is also the route that the Indians used to guide Lewis and Clark east through the mountains to the rivers of the Northwest. But by far, its more tragic role in history is as the route that the Nez Perce Indians used to flee the Army after a series of battles in eastern Oregon. With their great knowledge of the land, their ability to move an entire tribe of nearly 750 people through the mountain country, days ahead of the armies that were tracking them, allowed them to nearly attain their goal of reaching Canada via the Great Plains to the east before they were caught just miles from the Canadian border. Driving this route on a road in a four-wheel vehicle, one can only imagine the challenges that they faced riding these ridges on horseback, dragging litters of injured and elderly, not knowing when or where they would be attacked next. The Lolo Trail follows along a ridgeline and a series of mountains that seems to stretch on for miles and miles, hundreds of miles, feeling like you're driving at the top of the world. One thing about being on the highest ridge in the area, as you get constant opportunities to see the incredible views. It was at about this point where we realized that the entire route was lined with huckleberry bushes. Some areas thicker than others, but along through here the bushes were absolutely loaded, and we found a wide spot, so we decided to stop and pick a few.
They must end up eating a lot of leaves.
Well, they're vegetarian. I mean, they're omnivores.
Yeah, I mean, my first dog, Abby, she picked blackberries with her lips.
I bet bears are much the same.
Yeah, she could, like, I mean, you know, all the prickles and everything, but she would get in there with her lips and work them off the vine. She loved blackberries and tomatoes.
Nice and plump and juicy and ready to go into a pie.
Or ice cream.
Ooh, ice cream, yeah.
Huckleberry ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay, so everything you see here is huckleberries. Everything there is huckleberries. And it literally goes for just miles and miles and miles. Big, fat. Look at this. Look right there. Like, this is why we had to stop. Look at how many huckleberries there are on that bush. It is just loaded. We have enough huckleberries. Drive.
But did you see that?
We have to save some for the bears. I was feeling pretty good, feeling pretty proud of myself as we traveled along shelf roads. My anxiety was barely breaking the surface. I was even starting to enjoy the views, but then, trouble on the Lolo Trail. I've got a winch and I have tow straps.
Yeah. I mean, we're trying, so we're kind of on a flat spot here.
Yeah.
Where I'm able to stand it up and there's a thicket below me. I mean, I think we got to ideally get the front end
point it up and then pull it up forward
that way.
Okay.
Obviously we're gonna videotape this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Do you mind?
No. If you have a YouTube channel, post us on the YouTube.
We do. Yes.
Is that enough room up there where that bike is for us to turn around?
No.
There's really not much room at all.
Okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to pull forward. I have mad respect for adventure bike riders who come out and ride on these trails. It takes a tremendous amount of skill and courage to come up here and ride on this unforgiving terrain. For adventure bike riders, one of their biggest challenges are the grapefruit-sized rocks, also referred to as baby heads. Hitting one at low speed can cause you to lose control of the bike, and when you're traveling on a shelf road, the result can be devastating. Fortunately, this rider got tangled up in some low scrub, so he only went down about 10 to 15 feet and was uninjured. And his bike didn't suffer any serious damage, but it would be a challenge to get it extracted.
Okay, has he got an anchor point on the front of that we can get a hold of?
Yeah, I mean, we got crash bars and
Okay.
such that we can hook to. So before I forget,
This is you guys?
that's our sticker for this ride. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's my son Moses. I called him Mo.
Yeah.
So Mo's motorcycle gang. A year ago tomorrow, Moses passed away
Oh, I'm sorry.
from his profound cerebral palsy. So, so it's an emotional day for me.
Absolutely.
And
It's so cool that you're doing this.
yeah,
This is
well,
awesome.
we hadn't ridden motorcycles before he passed away, and then this guy was 17 at the time, and Moses was sick, and he came home, or he asked my wife to take him to the DMV so he could take the motorcycle learner's test. And my wife was basically running an ICU in our house for our son, because we knew at some point he was going to pass away because of his cerebral palsy. But she said, I have 30 minutes, I can go do that, and then I got to get back. So she took him and he got a permit. I'm a general surgeon,
Okay.
and so motorcycles and me, I usually work on the other end of the and so I was kind of opposed to it, but I didn't say you're never going to ride a motorcycle, and so he and I ended up taking the MSF course 2 weeks after Moses's funeral, and it was exactly what I needed at that point. And so I told him, if I'm going to ride motorcycles, I want to ride where there's not other cars that are going to turn in front of me and all that. And so, anyways, I went down the BDR wormhole, and it turned into
Welcome to the jungle.
yeah. And so here we are on our first BDR, and so yeah, I'm taking Jackson's at the U of I, Justin will be at the U of I up in Moscow, and so my wife is in Moscow currently with our daughter, who is her due date is in 3 days for her second baby. So we gotta get to the end of the BDR and get back.
Get down there before the baby comes.
Well, around when the baby comes. So we got to get this bike on the road. But that's Mo's motorcycle gang. That's
We're very sorry for your loss, but
Well.
also it's a really super cool thing that you're doing.
well. No, I've told these guys multiple times. There's not 3 other dudes in the world I'd rather be doing this with. So we've had a great time. We've had ups and downs. This is kind of a down and an up. So
This is what makes it an adventure.
that's what I told him. I said that this is adventure motorcycling.
That's right. I got that. And then if you want to take this down with you, soft shackle, that way you can hook it on, find
Okay.
some place to hook it onto. Feel free. You want to use the strap to hold on to?
I don't know if
Yeah. Schooner.
it's good.
Just like a monkey's fist,
Yep. It'll tighten down on itself as we pull on it.
Maybe just get that turn signal back a little more so it won't. Yeah. Let's see what happens there.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to tighten.
It's probably you guys are probably going to have a couple of you guys down there to hold the bike as it's coming up.
Yep.
Okay, go forward. Yeah, just to take up the slack to start with, we want to put a little tension on it. You could kind of see how that works now there. See where it's pulling that knot against that loop.
Yeah.
So it should be good.
Okay. So what in there?
So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of pull on that and bring that front end up, right?
Yep.
So we got to get around to the back. Hold it.
Yep, that's good. That's good. Okay, we're coming.
I'd say if anything, just lean it into the hill.
Hang on. Let me go. Here, let me. Hang on just a sec.
Yep, you need slack?
I'm gonna go like
Yeah, bring that butt. Yeah. There we go.
So hang on just a sec. I think.
You want some slack?
Yeah, slack. Because if we can get the wheel
The other way.
Yep. Good. That's fine. So now, see if you can, Jackson, stand up. Get it stood up. And so no, this way. Pull. Help. Turn. Yeah. Turn it into me.
Then if you could just hold it up,
Yep.
it should roll over everything.
Push it down toward me. Yes. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
And I'd say turn it into the hill if you can.
Yep. Go ahead.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just
Ready?
slow.
Okay.
Keep pulling on that handle. Don't pull the brakes up.
Is it in?
Hang on.
Hold up.
It might be.
Let's make sure.
It's in here.
Just turn it on so we can see. We just want to make sure it's in neutral.
Yes.
There you go.
I got the front.
Is it in neutral?
No, it's in first. I got brakes. Okay.
Okay, we're in neutral. Okay, now we're good.
Now we're good. Okay. All right, tension.
Heads up, yes. Keep going. Okay, stop.
Stop. Back
Slack.
up a little bit.
A little bit of slack. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to lift front end. So yeah. Okay,
What do you mean?
John,
Lift.
you're good, John.
Go back.
They're good. Lift hard. We're going up the hill.
That strap might be too long.
Okay. Yeah, rock. You ready? Yep. Yep, go ahead. Keep turning into the hill. Okay. Good.
Easy.
Slack.
Go back.
Okay. Good. Now, you're all right. A little less. Because there's a big. Okay. Doing good. Those pancakes. Let's go that way.
Oh, do we need to keep on turning into the hill?
Nope. Let's turn into the hill.
We sure?
Yep. Let's turn into the hill right now.
Okay.
Say go. Take the slack out.
A little bit. Just take the slack up.
Okay. And lift. Lift the front. All right. Go ahead. Some.
A little bit.
Yep. Okay, there's gonna be.
Hold up.
It's gonna want to go that way, so. Which is probably okay. That's okay. There's gonna be a better.
Right here, there's a little bit of a ramp. You see
Yeah,
that?
that's
So if
kinda
we
what I
slide
saw.
all the way down there, we'll probably pull it right up there.
Yep.
You want to just go with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, slow.
Slow. Real slow and easy. So close.
Not a lot.
Hold up.
Yeah, you're going.
Oh,
Keep going.
Yep.
I think we can just pull it up here.
We're almost there. We get to this bench, it'll pop right up. Hold up.
Okay. Go
Ready?
ahead.
All right.
So, this is where I tell you, what we are doing is probably not the best way of recovering this bike. But there are a few things working against
Come over
us.
that way.
The first thing being, I'm not very experienced doing recoveries other than what videos I've watched, and that knowledge is not readily accessible in moments like this. The second thing is, I have some recovery gear, but not a lot of it. I didn't think I had enough to set up a better recovery. I've since figured out a better way we could have done it. The third thing is this. Even though I had a winch and it works and all, I'm a little embarrassed to admit that I had not yet preloaded the winch rope. To use it would have damaged the rope, and it might have been an even worse outcome if it snapped and possibly hurt someone. So even though this was a struggle, that was probably painful for some of you to watch. The important thing is we got it out and no one was injured. I would definitely not recommend my method as a well-prescribed method of this kind of recovery, and I absolutely intend to get some recovery training, so the next time I find myself in this situation, I will have better knowledge to pull from.
Okay, that's all right. We're darn close now.
Hang on. We'll help. All right, Johnny. Johnny, grab on. Shit's got wheels, man. It should just go. Stop. Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's what was holding the works up. Okay. Now, if we stand it up, maybe we can finish driving it up there, huh?
Trying to get where you go. Okay.
Just a little. There we go.
That's good.
That's good, Lisa.
Yeah. Woo, no.
Never would have done that without it.
No,
Never would have done it.
Oh man, thank you.
Was it you that went down?
It was me.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's a lot to hang on to on those rocks. Oh,
Heck yeah, it is.
that was a workout.
Oh, again, thank you so much.
No
What an answer.
problem. Glad we were here to help.
Oh, man.
I'm glad we stopped to pick
take those
huckleberries
mirrors
when we were behind you.
Yeah,
See how that just
Yeah.
goes down there?
Tighten that.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the
It's a
only
pretty cool-
damage so far.
The nice part about it is you don't have any metal. So if something comes loose, you don't have metal flying around.
Yeah.
It's less likely to kill you.
Johnny, you can pretend that the huckleberry juice is the blood.
Gotta get a close-up of the huckleberry blood.
Oh my gosh.
The murdered huckleberries.
Hey, that's like.
Oh.
It almost looks like.
So that you might live.
Yeah.
No,
Good.
yeah. I know. No, I should have invested.
Oh man.
Cyclops turn signal. They have a bendable base.
For a pretty good fall, it
Oh
was
my gosh.
pretty small breakage.
Nobody hurt. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, turn signal.
It's funny.
By a miracle.
We rode.
For you guys, this stuff is like
I'm here to tell
really
you-
hard.
It's dead.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I'm here to tell you, you cannot find a motorcycle adventure rider that hasn't gone down
No.
many times.
Yeah.
That's just a. I don't know if you watch any of the YouTube videos, but they
Yeah.
all go down,
Yeah.
and they don't always stay on the road. So
Yeah. So
you're
I'm
good to
glad-
get back on the bike.
I'm glad enough. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
see,
So I
there you
do.
go.
So the question, Johnny, is: you got probably a mile plus
Yeah,
more
I
of
just-
this.
I
You want
just
Justin to
gotta-
ride it, and you?
I just gotta stick to one side, I think, because
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
switch
you
back and
crossed
forth.
over. I tried to cross over, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
When-
and they'll just roll right out from under you.
Yeah.
Hit one of the rocks.
The rest of that hill was a monster that would definitely test the skill of any adventure rider. We stuck with our new friends all the way to the top to make sure they all made it without any further trouble in case additional assistance was needed. After a bit of a struggle, one by one, they each made it to the top. I learned a new joy of overlanding that day, and that is the genuine camaraderie and fellowship of people who share our hobby. I've always felt like one of our purposes on the trail was to be available to render assistance to a downed rider if it was ever needed, and I'm really glad that we were able to get these guys back on the road, and even more excited to know that they completed the Idaho BDR on schedule without any further trouble. Our paths converged at that exact moment that it was supposed to, and we will forever be a part of each other's story that day, and that is kind of cool. After a short break and replenishing their water, we said our farewells and watched them ride on ahead of us. We resumed our slow plodding along a road that was growing more and more rough as we progressed. Our progress was painfully slow, but we were really enjoying the process of navigating through the miles and miles of rocky, narrow road, perhaps some of the most challenging we've encountered on a scale of sheer magnitude. The road seemed to go on forever, and each ticking mile seemed to take even longer than the previous. But dude, I love this trail. We were having a blast.
So there we were, beneath the burning sky. Both had a reason to live, but so much more to die. Will fate decide who has to go? Oh, oh. We both know pain, but we deal it too. Who's dealt more? Well, I leave that up to turns you there in fact. Well, I guess I met my match. I drew fast, but he drew first. Had to make me bleed to quench his thirst. Oh, yeah. Now I know monsters dead set. He left orphans, suit and tie, another target on his mind. He did not see me creep up from behind. For one long day and one painful night, I waited to take him by surprise. He was so unaware and unafraid to die. This is how it ends. Let's just not pretend that we never walked this path alone. They will never see the likes of us again, though we may have saved a life or two. It never made us heroes, my friend. With our final breath we repair. Hope to be forgiven for our sins. After all, we were two monsters dead sent to the dead. Never walk this path alone. They will never see the likes of us again, though we may have saved a life or two. It never made us heroes, my friend. With our final breath we repair. Hope to be forgiven for our sins. After all, we were two monsters dead set.
When we talk about narrow, rocky, and off camber, this is a good example of what we mean. Now, this particular stretch has a lot of trees on the downslope side, but that was not always the case. For a moment, we were very exposed on a very high, rocky, and narrow outcrop. You know it's sketchy when Ellie needs a moment to quell her anxiety.
You okay? Are you okay?
Just a bit of a dip right there. I was like, all right, let's look at this.
Indian Post Office is an iconic stopping place on the Lolo Trail. At nearly 7,000 feet in elevation, its views of the Bitterroot Mountains are incredible. It is a sacred Native American site where you will find ceremonial rock cairns scattered all across the ridge. It is here that the Indians would stop and commune with the spirits and do native worship in their customs. It is said that the Indian Post Office is where the monster, the big coyote, come to make powerful medicine for the Indians. There's these little pile of stones all over this hill. With the day getting long and an available campsite presented itself just around the corner, we decided to stop for the day.
Of course, they probably think we're weird to just be driving the roads just to drive them with no overarching reason.
So how many miles did we actually travel today?
I think it was almost 18.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I started recording as we were leaving our campsite. Let me see. Pull up my recording. $17.9 miles. At an average speed, because mine records full time, of 2.8 miles per hour. 6 hours and 28 minutes.
Just gotta...
Notifications.
Okay. I don't need to be checking Facebook messages.
Did you not have 17.9 miles?
Or 17.2.
Okay, I was carrying my phone when we were looking for the Indian post office relic.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Also explains the... Well, no, because I did hit pause on it when we were helping the motorcycle guys.
Okay.
So that sitting still time wasn't counted in the
Average.
In the average speed.
But did you hit pause when we were huckleberry picking?
No, I don't think so.
And that was a whole hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, what time did we leave camp this morning?
10.
Okay. Because I have 6 hours and something minutes.
With the berry picking and the recovery effort and then the rough roads, it was a very long day with very little progress. But it was a day full of adventure, and that's really what these trips are all about. We finished up our dinner, cleaned up, and headed for bed. Tomorrow would be another long day with even more adventure, because we still are not done with the Lolo Trail. So this is where we will leave you for now. If you've made it this far, why not give us a thumbs up? Even better yet, leave us a question or comment. We love interacting with our followers. If you've enjoyed this video, you should consider hitting that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit the bell as well. That way you'll be notified whenever we post new content, because we're not the kind of YouTubers who post content regularly. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope to see you on our next adventure, Part 3 of Trouble on the Lolo Trail. Maybe we'll finally finish it. Maybe the gods will strike us with lightning. On the Lolo, anything is possible.
That was close.